Okay, you're totally balanced on 2 books and a jar for some reason. I thought that I would just film while I was getting ready today because I was thinking about Vlogmas and how it basically means you can do whatever kind of genre of video that you want. And so I just thought that I would start filming while I was getting ready today in case anybody was interested in seeing how I do my face, because this channel did start out as like a makeup channel. Before it was Gail's face, it was called Monkeyface Makeup. So it changed when I realised that I didn't want to just do makeup videos. That was this, by the way. This was, I'm going to do the whole holding up things. It was the Nivea for Men post shave balm that I use as a primer. So yeah, so when I started out doing YouTube videos about a year or so ago, in fact I did actually have a YouTube channel about 8 or 9 years ago, and I started doing videos on it then, and now I can't open this pot because my hands are all greasy. I've got it. I put some videos up, and then I had Dexter, he's almost 8 now, and I'd started doing some videos like when he was a baby. I'd put up some videos, some makeup tutorial videos, and it has Dexter's 3D scan that I got when I was pregnant with him. This is just going to be like the makeup I do every single day, because I'm not really that experimental with makeup anymore. So I'm using the Zoeva Cocoa Blend palette, which has got baby powder all over it, because one of the things that the elf did, the elf on the shelf did, was put baby powder everywhere and say that it was snow. Anyway, so when I first started this channel, I did it as a makeup channel because that's what I was really into at the time. And don't get me wrong, I still do enjoy makeup and enjoy putting it on, but I'm just not really as into it as I was. And so I didn't want to tie myself down to kind of one genre of video, when actually I wasn't really going to be into that forever. So I think it's important, like if you're thinking about starting up your own YouTube channel, that you don't feel like you have to stick to one particular genre. I mean, I know there are, like, obviously the beauty YouTubers, there are kind of lifestyle vloggers or daily vloggers, you know, there's loads of different things. There's like booktube, but don't feel like you have to stick to one particular thing. I don't know why I did that eyeshadow first, by the way. I'm doing my eyebrows now, because some days you just will fancy doing something else, and why not? So definitely, if you're starting a YouTube channel, or you've started one and you feel like you started it going in one particular direction and then you feel like that's not really what you want to continue doing, then don't feel obligated to continue making that kind of videos, because if that's not what makes you happy, then do whatever you want. It's your channel, you can do whatever you want on it. If I can find my little spoolie, I will comb these through so that this bit doesn't look so square. I'm not really a big kind of defined eyebrows kind of person. Like, I know people like really take their time doing their eyebrows and like put concealer around them and stuff like that to really carve them out and define them, but I'm not really into that. I don't really like how that looks. So I just do a bit of powder and then comb them through and hope for the best, really. And then if any of this powder smudges like round about my eyebrows, then I'll just clean it up when it comes to doing my foundation. Pretty low maintenance eyebrow person. So I started this channel out as a makeup channel, but I felt like I wasn't really that into makeup anymore. So I tried vlogging, but I kind of get into vlogging when I tried to do Vlogmas last year. Tried Vida, or Vlog Every Day, in April. This brush is really dirty and I am not sorry. I'm using this shade here, Substitute for Love. It's my favourite transition shade. So yeah, I really got into Vida, and I did that entire month of vlogging, and I was using my drone and stuff as well and really enjoyed that, and that really made me excited about doing vlogging. But as I've said a couple of times before, I don't feel like I could be a daily vlogger, because I think the people who make really good daily vloggers are people who have already kind of become YouTube famous, and people who even when they're not particularly doing anything interesting with their day, it's interesting to us to watch, or they have the means to go out and do something interesting or buy something interesting to do some sort of project, or it means that their daily vlogs are interesting basically every single day, whereas I don't have that interest in a life most days, and I don't have the means to always go out and do something interesting. So as much as I enjoy doing things like Vlogmas and I enjoy doing Vida, this eye never turns out as good as this eye, by the way, just a heads up. As much as I enjoy doing those and put in the effort to kind of make something interesting for those every day, I'm not going to be a daily vlogger because I can't. That's not something that I feel that I can keep up doing every single day, and I don't think it's something that anybody would like to watch from me every single day because it's just not that interesting. By the way, I just used that second shade along. It's called Freshly Toasted, and now I'm going to use the gold one, which is called Pure Ganache. On, well, I'll tell you what brush I've got. I've got a MAC 233 brush. So then I actually become really inspired by people who I watch or who I meet. So if something's interesting to me, obviously I'll watch people's YouTube videos of it. And so there's a few YouTubers that I get really into because they're the kind of people that I aspire to be like, or they do things that I would like to do. And I've been fortunate enough this year to be able to meet a couple of them, and as I said, I just found it really inspiring. I think when you actually meet somebody and you know, you hear them talking about what they do face to face and how much they enjoy it and stuff. I'm just mixing this Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation. This is shade Light Neutral, but I'm also putting some shade adjusting drops from the Body Shop in, because even this light shade is too dark. Like, you see how dark it is, and my skin's really red. But this is like kind of orangish on me, so I'm just, this is actually a lid from Cup of Coffee scrub thing from Lush, and I'm just mixing together with a Kirby grip because that's how I live my life. So that looks like a better shade for me. So what was I saying? Yeah, so I've been fortunate enough to kind of meet a couple of the people that I watched this year, and so that's definitely been inspiring to me, and also has kind of changed the way I have been making videos, because I think meeting somebody that you look up to or that you're inspired by kind of gives you drive to keep going and do it yourself if that's what you want to do. This is not enough foundation. In September, as you know, if you'd seen my Comic Con video, we went to Comic Con and we watched Tom Ska do his panel, and then we met him afterwards. I actually only took pictures of the boys meeting him, but as I've said before, I've gone through all this before, listening to his panel and just seeing him talk about you know, what he does, and even he spoke about like his process. I'm just going to mix some more of this up, by the way, because that was not enough. He kind of talked about his writing process, and it's easy to think when you watch people doing like their sketches and things like that, that they just sit down and go, oh, I'm just going to write a sketch, and they just do it like immediately and are like so creative. I'm not saying he's not creative, but he kind of said that his process is kind of just sitting there with a bit of paper and writing random things down, and kind of writing one word down and then sitting for ages going and then doing something else. And that's very much how I work. So I think hearing people talk like that, it's very reassuring to know that that's normal, and you know, people who make these things are not like superhuman. They're not churning out excellent videos all the time. They do have to sit down and think about it and work in much the same way as we do, because they are just people. So if they can do it, then so can I. And that was really inspiring to me, and that's what got me started actually making kind of short films and sketches and things. And even with that, I'm not sure what kind of genre I eventually want to settle in doing, so I've tried obviously kind of funny things and more serious, and I'll continue to do that, and it'll be a kind of mishmash of things until I have decided what I actually want to do. But that was really inspiring for me and definitely shaped what I was doing with my channel. And then in like my life off of YouTube as well, I have already written a novel which I have tried to send out to various agents. I've heard back from one who said no. That's perfectly normal and perfectly fine, as disheartening as it is. But I was also halfway through writing a children's book as well. Sorry, Dexter's having a shower and you can hear him just making noises in the background. Hang on. Do little patterns on my face. I'm now using the camera as a mirror, that's not good. This is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea concealer in Fair. This is my favourite concealer. Like, I never used to use concealer at all, and then I started using this one and it's my favourite. I need to stop using that as a mirror because it's not good. Yeah, so I was halfway through writing a children's story and then I just kind of given up on it for whatever reason. I don't know, just other things in life took priority and then I hadn't continued with that. But then in November, we actually got to meet Tom Fletcher in Glasgow. He came for a book signing in Braehead in Glasgow and we went and saw him. And again, he's one of these people who I've watched for a long time. And, you know, I've seen him go through the process of writing his book. And obviously, if you watched our channel when we did our channel, you watched my channel when Dexter did the Christmas Swords competition. He went and gave out roses to people and we won that and we got to read the Christmas Swords back in August. And that, again, really was inspiring to me. But the same thing again, that you think these people just sit down and just can fire out a book like just like that. And, you know, but then you meet people and you realise they're just people and they just went through the same process as everybody else, and if they can do it then so can you. I'm just powdering my face now. I don't know what I just said that wasn't being filmed because this camera cuts off after like 15 minutes of filming. Anyway, I was just randomly saying about my hair, like I have to wash my hair every single day because it just goes really greasy. I look really pale right now. But a couple of days ago I was like, no, I am not going to wash it every single day because it's so bad for it. It's going to make it like all fall out and stuff. So I bought some dry shampoo and I started using that, and I used it for one day and I felt like my head was just gonna, I don't know, just fall off. I was scratching at my head the whole day. It was awful. It just really made me feel really uncomfortable and itchy and gross. So the next day I just washed it again. But I put in it today some of this Toni & Guy Casual Radiating Tropical Elixir through the lengths of it, and then at the roots I put Toni & Guy Volume Plumping Whip, which I'm not going to focus on, but whatever, to try and kind of get a bit of moisture back into it again. But I feel like it's just looking greasy again. I haven't straightened it yet, so that's why it looks like this. Also, I need to like dye it. Like, I'm trying not to dye my hair. This is all the bits that have been bleached and this is all my natural colour coming through, but I have a lot of greys coming through as well. I've been going grey for about 10 years, which has been great fun. So I don't know what to do with it, and like I dyed the ends blue, but now I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's kind of greenish because the way the blue is faded out. So I need to do something with it, but I don't know what that something is. So that was Milani Luminoso, which I talk about all the time. Well, I used to talk about all the time on here when it was a makeup channel. And then I'm going to use this Kiko eyeshadow. It's a high pigment wet and dry eyeshadow. It says Ombretto, number 33. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it as a highlight because it's this kind of, I don't know if you can see, it's just really shimmery. I'm going to use this MAC 188 brush to apply it. Being inspired by people this year has been really inspiring for me, and it has definitely encouraged me to do more with my channel. I spent a lot of time worrying that people who had come to my channel just purely for makeup would then leave because I was doing sketches, and then I worried that if I did vlogs in between sketches or just other random videos that the people who were there for sketches would leave. And I need to stop worrying about that because at the end of the day it's kind of my channel to do with what I want, and then if people watch it and enjoy it then that's like a bonus. But really what I want to do is make things that I find entertaining and hopefully other people do too. So the whole point of this basically is, if you're starting a video then do whatever you want and don't worry about having to stick to one particular genre, because if people enjoy, hang on, I need to concentrate. If people enjoy your channel It's because of you, it's not about sticking to one particular thing. So do you, and people will come. Like, you always worry that if you just do things that you'll like, that nobody else will like it, but there's always people who like the same things as you. Sorry, I'm going to kind of half cover the camera here so I can see what I'm doing. There are always people who like what you like. So if that is your worry, that people will not like what you're doing, don't worry about that. Close enough. I have this little kind of bump, I don't know if you can see it, I have this little kind of bump on my eye that side, and it's right where I want to put eyeliner, and so it always just looks a little bit bumpy that side. I just touched my actual eyeball with this. Yes, I'm not doing false eyelashes because I just don't do those. Beginning to look like me. I always find it really amusing when I do like a before and after, or like in vlogs where I've gone, oh, I'm just going to do my makeup and I'll be right back, and then it pings back to me and I've got my makeup on and I'm just like a completely different person. That is why I enjoy makeup. So much noise from outside. And that is it. So that's my face. That was my thoughts on various things. Go make a YouTube channel if you want to. Also, oh, YouTube is a community and I feel like I don't interact with you guys enough. So if you're watching this and you've got this far, well done. Then if you have do you have a channel? Let me know down below. Let me know what it is. Do you stick to one particular genre? Are you doing various things? You're trying to figure it out. Oh, my nose is really itchy. If you're subscribed to me, then when did you subscribe? Was it when I was a makeup channel? Was it when I started doing sketches and things like that? Was it because of vlogs? Was it because of one particular video? If you're not subscribed to me, why not? Go and subscribe to me now. And also I would say click the little bell. I'll put it here, look. Click the little bell to get notifications, but I feel like everybody's saying that, and I have not clicked the bell notification thing for every single channel that I'm subscribed to because I don't want notifications all the time. So I would appreciate it if you did click the bell to get notifications, but if you don't, then I totally understand because obviously I've not done that. But subscribe anyway, I'd really appreciate that, and give my video a like because I like seeing that people like it. Even though it was really rambly and chatty, and I don't know how I'm going to edit all this because and also that's my face. We'll do a before and after. You ready? There's my face before and here it is now. I'm like a different person. I look really, really pale. Anyway, I'm going to go because I want to go out to the shop to do a bit of a hunt for a specific Christmassy food product that I want to do, and if I find it, then that'll be tomorrow's vlog. If I don't, then I'll have to think of something else, but I really hope I find it because I have a craving for it and I really want to make it with Dexter. So tune in for that tomorrow. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed me chatting potentially a lot of nonsense, but I will see you tomorrow.